All right, I want to bring in now Terrease Aiken. Her father, Terrence, was working on the 97th floor of the North Tower on September 11th, 2001. He was killed in that attack on the World Trade Center. Terrease, I'm sorry. First, before we get started, I want to play a quick soundbite from the president's speech today and get your reaction when you hear this.
Last year on September 11th, I once more paid my respect to Ground Zero in New York City, at that quiet field in Shanksville at the Pentagon, standing in the memorial at Ground Zero, seeing the names of those who died forever etched in bronze is a powerful reminder of the sacred promise we made as a nation. We will never forget. The memorial also bears the quotation from Virgil, "No day shall erase you from the memory of time."
Terrease, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate his sentiment, and I do think that that is something that we as 9/11 families think about all the time. So I appreciate that he has that understanding of how we feel and how we live our lives daily.
It's been more than 20 years. How often do you think of your father?
Every day. Every day. I mean, I think of him all the time, especially during really exciting events like graduating from college or starting a new job, traveling nowhere. So he's always with me, you know. I always think of him.
Does this bring any sense of closure to you, or have you moved on and sealed those wounds?
I wouldn't say moved on. That is a difficult way of explaining this type of grief that's so political and global. I think that it's a step in the right direction. I do not take relish in another human being being killed. My father was killed, and I don't think that violence is ever the answer. As we have discussed earlier in this program, you know, it could just lead to someone else just taking that position. But it does give me hope that our president does take counterterrorism very seriously. And it does give me hope that we will continue addressing everyone and all the parties involved with terrorism so other families don't have to feel the pain that my family has felt.
Do you take this as an act of holding terrorists responsible abroad, or do you take it as a political statement?
I take it as both. I take it as a very convenient way to have a political statement, but I also take it as, you know, justice being served for people who have justly harmed many, many people, not only my own family members. So this isn't just something that is small or insignificant. This is a real help to a lot of people, knowing that there is another person not on this planet, not doing harm to those and people's families.
I know this is a difficult question to answer, but do you feel like justice has been done for what took place on 9/11, or is that just an inescapable entity that you'll never actually catch up to? Is justice something that you can have?
I think we're getting closer. It's been 20 years and we're just, you know, declassifying documents, finding out more about parties that were involved in funding these terrorists, because, you know, a lot of the times we think it was just these terrorists, but they had to have some support. And we're finding more about that as the years go. So I think we're in a step towards the right direction, but I personally won't have full peace until I know that other families won't be subject to this kind of terrorism again in the future.
Terrease, we got time for just one more question tonight. As a survivor, a part of a 9/11 family, I know you've probably been close with a lot of other people who have shared that grief with you. Have you had a chance to chat with any of them tonight and gauge their reaction on this?
I haven't yet. We talk a lot. We've been kind of processing the whole Bedminster golf tournament and all of that. So we haven't had a conversation to talk about that. I think they're asleep. But I'm sure that the conversation will be brought up again in the morning. We do like to keep each other posted about everything.
Terrease Aiken, it was an honor speaking with you and mentioning your father's name, Terrence, tonight. Thank you for joining News Nation Tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good one.